All right, buddy, 1220 Elmwood.
Oh, could you just circle the block again for me, please?
I don't think so. 4 times is my limit. I do have other pickups today, you know. Look, I will offer you a little friendly advice, okay? Whatever's gonna happen in there, circling the block ain't gonna make it any easier. Sometimes you just gotta grab your ankles and get it over with. Have a nice day. Watch your leather.
Country, which, as I'm sure you're well aware, is a major mistake given the Arab stance on women's rights. So I spin around and Hello there. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tad Barlow. And this is my associate, Mr. Katanga. He takes care of my personal effects.
Who are you people?
It is customary that when one is introduced to someone new, that you also include your name.
What are you doing here? This is my house.
Your house? I was not aware of that.
What do you want?
Mom, I'm home.
No!
It's only for a little while. I just miss you and Dad so much.
Get out! Get out of this house! How dare you try to come back after all you put us through? Get out of my house!
Just hear me out.
Have you no respect for the sanctity of this house? Can't you see we're eating?
It doesn't have to be this way. I mean, can't we just...
Give the man some room. Katanga is highly skilled in the holistic arts. He was a powerful healer in his village for many years. He says the cut isn't very deep. It won't require stitches, will it? Well, then that's it then. Kurtanga will help you carry her to her room. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to return to my dinner. No sense in letting it go to waste.
Look, I'll say it as many times as I need to. Please, I need to stay here.
No.
Please.
No. There's no room for you in this house, especially when you're going to drive me to hurt myself.
Oh, no, let's be fair. You did that to yourself. Look, all I'm asking for here is a couple of days. Just enough time to visit with you and Dad.
Your father's gone.
And where is he again?
I told you, he's on a business trip.
Yes, but where? When did he leave? When is he coming home?
I ask a lot of questions for somebody who just disappears. Maybe your father just disappeared as well. You'll all leave me someday.
How's your hand feel?
What do you think? It hurts.
Let me get you some aspirin.
I don't need medicine.
Just let me get them for you.
You can sleep in your sister's room, but you're going to have to pay your part of the rent by doing odd jobs around the house. You'll have to pick up your father's slack. And you can start tomorrow by mowing the lawn.
But he has to leave her. We have to get him on that plane. Now, read that last section back to me. excuse us.
This is Alpha Dog. Go ahead.
Hey,
What's your 20?
I'm in.
Roger. Good work.
Morning.
Good morning. You're up early.
Quite the opposite, actually. You see, I'm capping off a rather productive night. Care for some coffee?
No. No, thank you. I don't care much for coffee.
I see. Well, it is an acquired taste. Maybe someday.
I was wondering, if I could ask you a question.
Well, I would hate to think that my almost limitless knowledge would go to waste as a result of stinginess. You may fire when ready.
What is it that, you and your companion do? What I mean to say is,
Mr. Katanga and I are rough and tumble travelers. We are just passing through your lovely little hamlet. However, I am a writer by profession, and on the outskirts of town, I had the notion for a new book. And so, as a writer of some experience, I know that when the muse calls out to you, you must take action quickly. So, we were lucky enough to come into contract with your mother.
so you'll be moving on someday.
Certainly. Once the muse has her way with me. Why, did you think I might become your new daddy?
No. No, my father'll be home soon.
I was under the impression that your father was no longer in residence here. Oh, but please forgive me. It's really none of my business.
He'll be home soon. I don't know what you've heard, but my father still lives here.
I don't understand.
What is there to understand?
Why? Why are you renting rooms?
Empty rooms have no purpose.
You don't even know what they're doing up there. I mean, what are they doing up there?
As long as they keep paying and they keep it down, I don't care.
They could be sacrificing animals or something. I mean, on your bed sheets. What does Dad have to say about all this?
You can ask him when he comes home.
When is he coming home anyway? I don't have much time.
Your father will be home when he gets home, and I have no idea when that will be. I don't want to have to tell you this again. Now my hand hurts. Finish these holes.
Why don't you say back where you came, so I can be left alone? Well, I don't care where you're coming from.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
John?
Marcy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm good as well.
Wow, how long has it been? 6 years?
I don't know,
Well, what have you been up to?
not much, just traveling mostly.
Really? Well, good for you.
How's your brother?
Oh, he's great. I'll tell him I saw you.
Thanks.
Well, where did you go to college?
I didn't, actually. I, decided to, explore some other avenues.
Weren't you valedictorian?
Yeah.
It's funny how time flies, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Well, I'd better let you get back to your mowing.
Right, I've gotta finish this and then,
It was good to see you, though.
It was good to see you.
Bye. Come over and have lunch with me sometime.
Okay. When?
Really, any time. I'm a teacher, so I'm off all summer. Today would be fine.
Okay. No, shit, I can't, I got this thing.
Well, that's okay. Anytime you want.
What about the, day after?
Okay. So, just come on over whenever you're ready. I'm just...
Right. Obviously.
See you then.
Oh, it's you. Yeah, it's me. Open the door.
Were you followed?
What?
Followed, man. Were you followed?
No, who would follow me?
Who would follow you? Who would follow you? See that guy?
That guy?
Did you know that he is there every day between the hours of 13:53 and 14:07?
I think he's waiting for the bus.
No, that's far too convenient. He wants us to think that he's waiting for a bus. But in reality, he's gathering information for one of the government's covert intelligence agencies. CIA, ATF, FDA. He could be in bed with all three of them.
He's a college student, and he's waiting for a bus.
You know what the difference between you and me is?
What?
You see, I have actual military experience, and you do not. So you'll have to understand if I don't respect your opinion as much as somebody who had actually served his country.
You were in the Army for like 3 weeks.
Are you calling my military record into question?
Albert, I'm sure no one is calling your military record into question.
It sounded like he was.
You wouldn't do that, would you, John?
No, everyone knows Albert served his country.
See?
Okay.
Look, why don't I just get us some drinks? I'm sure you have a lot to tell us, okay? Well?
I don't know where to begin.
Tell us everything.
Okay,
Well, I mean, he is gone. His car is gone. Most of his stuff is gone. There's really hardly any evidence that he ever lived there at all.
And the men? What about the men?
All right, well, there's two, like you said.
What are they doing there?
They're renting a room. My old room.
It used to be my room.
She's renting them a room?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, but they were writing something up there. Barlow, he never leaves his room. He's taking his meals up there every day since the first day I came back.
What about the other man?
I think he's like a butler or
I think
something.
that son of a bitch just flipped me off.
Let's try and consider this thing rationally. Our father has been missing for 2 weeks, and sometime during that period, 2 men show up and start renting a room from our mother. One of the men is writing something, and the other man is his butler?
Well, he didn't say butler. He said he manages his personal effects, whatever that means. He's got a real flowery way of saying everything.
Well, they're obviously up to something.
Obviously.
And what about Mom? Has she said anything useful?
No, she's just as cagey as ever. And she claims he's on a business trip.
Well, we know that's a lie. I called his office and the receptionist said they haven't seen him in 2 weeks.
Hey, he did it again. He did flip me off. That's it.
How are you holding up?
I'm alright. I mean, she's got me working like a dog. She cut her hand and she claims her tendons might be severed.
You have to hang in there. We need to know what happened to Dad. I think these men might know something.
Why don't we just call the police?
Told you we can't go to the place until we have something substantial. Have you seen my slingshot?
We need you to be our eyes and ears, John. Can you imagine what would happen if Albert or I tried to show up over there?
Yeah.
You're the only person who can do this. Just hang in there for a few more days and see if you can turn anything up.
See how he likes this.
Do we have to do this right now?
No, it's too late.
John, maybe you better go now. Do you want the cops back over here? Because that's all I need, okay? I'm as stressed out as possible. Well, with our father being missing and everything, I've had to quit my job, and now I'm babysitting my older brother.
It was an interesting technique. It was originally taught to me by a Swami in the north of India. Oh, hello there. Nice day, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was not aware you were a smoker. Well, have a nice day then. And I hope you find what it is you're looking for up there.
Hope you are enjoying that book.
I am, yeah.
Don't you have chores to do?
I'll do them tomorrow.
Greetings, lady and gentle boy. Your lonely hamlet is filled with random and wonderful inspiration. Well, we must return our noses to the grindstone. I bid you adieu.
What is that?
It's nothing, it's just junk.
I demand to know what's going on in that room.
I do apologize. I know that we disturbed you. You have my word as a gentleman, it won't happen twice.
I made
Now,
my rules clear. No noise after 9 p.m.
Well, is it that late already? You know, I've told Katanga that we should get a timepiece.
I want you out.
I beg you to reconsider. Perhaps we could...
I'll raise the rent.
Oh, shit.
Afterwards, he repeatedly stabbed the helpless goat. According to authorities, Sanchez then violated the stab wounds. Hector Emmanuel Sanchez stands 3 feet 7 inches tall, has red hair, and is missing his right hand. If you know the whereabouts of Hector Sanchez, our Heartland Justice operators are standing by. Next on Heartland Justice, 2 big slime balls
Hey,
will get their kicks
I'm
by
gonna go out for a
swindling
while.
little old ladies out of family heirlooms. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Good work.
Hey, what was all that noise about last night? I saw you two talking.
It won't happen again.
Why don't you just tell me anything?
Are you going to throw a fit?
No, I'm not gonna...
Good. Because you were quite the tantrum thrower in your day. I could tell you some stories. I hope you have kids just like that.
Hello. Welcome.
Thanks.
Come in. So how long has it been since you were over here?
I don't know. It's been a while.
Hey, before I forget, I told my brother you were in town, and he wants you to call him.
Oh, okay.
I wrote down his number for you. He said you could call him at work if you want. He's a librarian. I hope you like tuna fish sandwiches.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yes, it's good. Thank you.
Am I boring you?
No.
I just worry sometimes that I don't know.
Boring?
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Really? You don't think so?
No, I never have.
Thank you.
So you're a teacher, huh?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Where at?
Pinewood Park?
Oh, okay. Do you find that you like that?
Yeah. It's nice. I have a 3rd grade class, and the kids are really nice. We try to have fun while we learn. We try to focus on the basics, proper grammar, solid handwriting techniques. My God, I am boring. I'm boring even myself right now.
No.
That's right.
What?
I'm sorry, John. I have to go lie down.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Excuse me.
John,
Yeah.
I was wondering if you could help me.
Could it wait?
It will only take a second. I was wondering how well you type.
Why?
I was hoping that you'd prove to be a better typist than I am. You see, Katanga's had a problem with his visa, and unfortunately American immigration has seen fit to send him back to his country of origin. So I could use a man like you to pick up the slack, so to speak. Call me old-fashioned. I've never taken to these machines. I've made some notes, and I was hoping that you might type them up for me.
I guess.
Splendid!
John, what are you doing in there? Leave Mr. Barlow alone.
Oh, no, he's no trouble. In fact, he's helping me out.
John is very busy with his many chores. I don't think he will be able to help you.
Oh, but he's done so well already. He's been a big help.
I must insist that you leave John out of this. Wait for me in the hallway.
Sure. Hey, it's me. W. Are you familiar with that?
No, but I really don't know that much about books.
You're a librarian.
Yeah. I can ask around, though. One of the eggheads in circulation's got them. Do you need to get that?
No. What were you saying?
No, we were talking about that writer. You said he's got you writing with him or something?
Oh, no, I'm just taking a few notes.
You're always a great writer in school, man.
Writing book reports in high school's not quite the same thing, you know?
Yeah, I guess. Hey, when you stopped at my sister's place, did she seem all right?
Yeah, of course.
Your phone's ringing again.
I'm sorry, it's new. I don't know how to... Keep talking, I'm sorry.
Oh, my sister, she's had a rough time. She got divorced last year, and she's off work this summer.
Jeez, I didn't know.
Well, she was married. It didn't last long. I just worry about her in that house, man. Anybody could walk up to that place.
I never thought about it that way.
I'm a little overprotective, man. You know how it is. You have a sister.
Damn it! Hold on.
Actually, dude, I gotta split. I'll look up that writer for you, though.
Great, thanks.
I'll see you later, man.
Okay, great.
What?
Yeah, I know. The signal's, like, bad here. I'm working on it. April? No. Yes. No. You know, April, I can't hear you. No, the signal's fading. The signal. Call me. That.
I just finished these last night.
Your help is greatly appreciated, my young friend. I was just...
John, come down here. I need your help.
Just give me a second.
I was just going to say that if you had a few more spare moments, I was just in the process of making a few more notes.
John, come here right now. John, there's a spider down here. I need your help. Ah!
Fine, just give them to me.
Can I expect these by tomorrow as well?
I'll see what I can do.
If you're going out, take the trash out with you.
I already took the trash out.
John?
Oh, hey.
I'm really sorry about the other day.
No, it's no big deal.
Hope I didn't offend you. I really haven't been feeling well lately.
No, really, it's no big deal.
So were you leaving?
Yeah, I was gonna take a walk, I guess.
Me too. Mind if I walk with you?
Sure.
So in that sense, I guess it was doomed from the start.
Neither one of us knew what we wanted, and by the time we figured it out, we had already drifted. I can't believe I'm telling you all this. You're a good listener.
Thanks.
I just keep going on and on about me and my problems. Maybe we should talk about you.
No, that's okay.
No, really, I want to know. How are your brother and sister? I haven't seen them in a long time.
Yeah, they kind of keep to themselves.
Didn't your brother go into the military?
Yeah, he did, but it didn't really work out.
Hey, is your dad all right?
Look, I don't mean to sound rude, it's just that I don't like talking about my family. Got some
issues there.
Sorry.
No, it's not you. It's me. I'm just strange.
No, you're not strange. I only ask because the last time I saw him, he was acting really odd.
What?
Last month, I saw him just standing in the middle of the street.
What was he doing?
I don't know. I went for a walk, and when I passed her house, I saw him just standing there in the street.
And?
And what? That's it. That's the end.
John, that doesn't tell us anything.
It's information.
That doesn't tell us anything.
I'm doing my best, Albert.
And who told you this story?
Doug's sister, Marcy.
Really?
Yeah.
Does she know anything else?
No, that's all she knows.
Well, that's not good enough.
John has a little thing for her, don't you?
I'm leaving.
Maybe you should focus more on Barlow and that other man.
The other man was deported, and Barlow doesn't even know Dad. I mean, this whole thing's just a huge waste of my time.
Did you find anything in his stuff?
I told you, all of Dad's stuff is gone.
No. Barlow's stuff. Does Barlow have luggage?
His bags, doesn't he?
I haven't gotten a chance.
Albert's right. We have a responsibility to search this man's belongings.
You know, I told you guys I'm doing the best I can. Maybe one of you two should give it a try. I'm finished with this.
John, just search his stuff. Please, John, just this one last thing.
After that, I'm leaving.
It was a book?
Well, it's not just that. I mean, it was a library book.
What book was it?
It was my brother's keeper. I mean, but that's not what interests me. What interests me is it was a library book from the New York Public Library.
My brother's keeper. It sounds familiar. What was the author's name?
It was a Eugene somebody. I mean, why would he have a library book from New York City?
It could have been a discard. Libraries sell off old books all the time.
Yeah, I considered that.
Could have stolen it.
I considered that too.
I'm leaning towards the latter. There's no listing for a Tad Barlow, Thaddeus, Theodore. Your house guest is no published novelist.
He's my mother's house guest.
What?
It's one of the guys.
Who?
Him right there. That's one of the guys.
I know him. He's from Algeria.
Wait, you know him?
Yeah, he asked me a couple questions about the Peabody collection.
Well, what's the Peabody collection?
It's a collection of rare books we have up on 3. You have to sign a request list just to see any of them. And even then, they watch your every move. Some of them are so old, only the librarians are around to handle them.
He asked about that?
Yeah, he's a nice enough guy.
I'm gonna follow him.
What? Why?
He's one of the guys. I mean, he's the other guy, not Barlow, but Katanga. And his name is Katanga. But I gotta go. Just, look up that book and give me a call if you find anything, okay?
What's the author's name again?
I don't know. It's Eugene something. Just call me.
Ah, there he is. Come, sit with me.
No, thanks, really. I've got a big morning tomorrow.
I must insist that you sit. Only for a second, please. I beg of you.
No, thanks.
Drink up. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
So what do you think of my book?
What?
I know you've read it.
I might have skimmed it a little.
And what did you think?
It was good.
Good. You don't know the half of it. You know, I hate to be the one to brag, but it's easily the greatest story ever conceived by man on this earth.
It's just a little presumptuous, isn't it?
Well, I must acknowledge that I may have slowed down a bit, but when it's finished, then you'll see. You know, what if I lay out the whole story for you? Would you like that?
Right now.
You bet your ass right now. You have to seize the day, John Curtan. Fight against the dying of the light. This night is our night, and our night alone. We must fight for her.
Okay.
Now, let me relate to you the story of Benitez, the pugilist. Benitez was a fighting man, born in the town of Kenworth, Texas. From his first days out of the crib, Benitez showed a remarkable aptitude for only one thing: hurting other people. And he grabs our hero around the back of the head, and he punches him, grinding his beefy, craggy fist into his face. He backs off, and Benitez shakes him off. He's confused. He's never lost a fight before. He staggers a bit, trying to remain upright, and he takes the dog lying broken on the cobblestones, and he lifts it into his arms. He screams, "Oh, not today! He's not yours! Not today, you son!" And he carries the little girl out of the house and into the arms of her mother. He kisses her gently on top of the head. And then he takes Sue Ellen's hand and they walk off together. The end.
But who was the man in the truck?
Rosario.
Rosario, oh my God, of course. What it?
The best story you've ever heard. I know. You're not the first person to tell me that. Now, only if I could write it, though.
If you wrote that, and I mean wrote it the right way, I mean, that would be big. I mean, people would really want to read that.
People would really want to buy it.
I mean, you still gotta write it first.
Write it with me.
No, I couldn't. I'm no writer.
Nonsense! I'll dictate it to you. You must know something. You've always got your nose in a book.
No, I do, huh?
It's nothing to be ashamed of. I was the same way when I was a young man.
I was thinking about leaving tomorrow.
Nonsense. Unpack your bags, my boy. We'll make a writer out of you yet.
Oh, hey.
I wanted to see if you wanted to go for a walk.
Yeah. Oh, no, I can't. I got this thing I gotta do later.
Oh. Okay. Well, maybe later.
Yeah, okay. Maybe.
How about 4 o'clock?
Actually, I don't know that we'll be done by 4. We could do it tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's do it tomorrow.
Okay.
Before I forget, I wanted to see if you were gonna go to the fireworks at Roundtree Park.
I hadn't, planned on it, but...
Come with me, then. I normally just take a blanket, but I think there are some lawn chairs in my parents' garage, if you'd rather not sit on the ground.
Okay.
Don, are you finished yet? I was going to... Oh. Hello. John, aren't you going to introduce us?
Marcy, this is Mr. Barlow. Barlow, this is...
Marcy! How absolutely charming it is to finally meet you. John just won't stop talking about you.
Actually, I don't think I've really mentioned her to you yet.
Oh, I'm sure you have. You've just forgotten. So this is the enchanting Marcy, subject of 1,001 tales. Oh, how John does go on and on about you.
Well, Marcy, we've got to get going. We got some stuff to do, but yeah, we'll take that walk tomorrow, and we can talk about the fireworks then.
Okay.
There's just a couple things I got to finish up. I'll be up in a minute.
Very well. Wonderful to meet you, Marcy.
Likewise.
Oh, John, enter, please. Come, sit down. Take a look.
How long have you been stuck on page 57?
I don't see how that is of any consequence to our present situation.
Sorry, just asking. Tell me when you're ready.
Well, we need to get Benitez on the plane, but he's still at the apartment that he shares with Rita, and he can't find a way to tell her about the letter.
Right. So I'm ready when you are.
Just give me a second. What does he say to Rita? His feelings are mixed in this situation. On the one hand, he does want to see his brother, but on the other, he also wants to see Sue Ellen, with whom he's had a previous relationship. But on the same token, he doesn't want Rita to know that he wants to see Sue Ellen, even though their relationship is on the rocks. I also, at this point, wanted to introduce Benitez's surprisingly extensive knowledge of 17th century Baroque paintings. But what does he say? Say.
How about I got a letter from my brother and I need to leave for a few days?
It's simple. Deceptively simple. It might just work. Let's go with it for now.
It's your turn.
What?
It's your turn. Are you sure you really want to be playing this?
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
Well, you seem distracted.
Oh, it's just this project that I'm working on with Barlow.
What's that about?
It's about this boxer who goes to Italy right after World War II, and he's going there looking for his brother. He's a missionary. He's rebuilding churches and stuff with his wife. But when he gets there, he finds out the mafia has killed him, so he, gets revenge.
Sounds familiar somehow.
Yeah, it's a little bit contrived, but the boxer Benitez, he was a conscientious objector during the war, so he's got some duality of character there. He's got some good ideas.
Mr. Barlow?
Yeah.
Where's he from? He seems very exotic.
I don't really know much about him.
Fine. I was just asking.
Is he the writer you were talking to Doug about?
He told you about that?
He came over for dinner the other night. He said that you had stopped by to ask him about some author.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Doug says he's not even really a writer.
I really don't know if he is or if he isn't, but I mean, he's got some pretty good ideas with this boxer thing. And he says I've got a natural gift for writing.
Oh. I write a little.
Oh, yeah?
I keep a journal.
Look, I gotta go. I got a big day tomorrow.
Why do you always have to go? What do you have to do tomorrow?
I have responsibilities. I've got to...
We're not even halfway through this game and you're just gonna leave?
I have to go.
You could stay here tonight.
Do you mean sleep here?
Oh, no. It's not what I meant. Not like that. Just sleep. Sleep over. We have a guest room. We could make popcorn and watch movies or something.
This sounds nice, but I can't.
Fine then. Go.
What, are you mad?
No.
I'll come by tomorrow then.
Fine. Just don't forget about the fireworks tomorrow.
Oh, right. Yeah, I won't.
Yelling at me, and they brought me into the den where all the books are, and they pulled out my little desk chair, and they started screwing around in my drawers, and they found some old rope and telephone cord and stuff, and they tied me up. They didn't really seem to know what they were doing. Like, this wasn't natural to them.
Where were you?
Oh, sorry, I was doing some research. I lost track of time.
I guess I'll have to do the lawn tomorrow.
Then they started arguing over whether or not they should let me go, or knock me out, or untie me.
Is that right?
And they kind of like loosened the cords and ran out the door.
Are you ignoring me?
Positively identified this man, international cat burglar Rene Katanga. Katanga is a career criminal with a rap sheet as long as your arm. More elusive was Katanga's...
Wait, what are you doing? No, turn it back up. I need to hear this. No, what are you doing? Stop!
Ah, there he is. I've done some wonderful things. Let me run them by you. What?
Where were you and, Mr. Katanga before you came here?
You mean right before here?
Yes.
Well, now, let me see. We've been so many places. I believe it was Reno. Katanga has a bit of a problem with the gambling, and God bless him, he thinks the slots are looser there. Now, I know what you're going to say, and I told him Vegas is the place where the action is. But, poor devil, he is a visitor to this country, and I suppose we can only expect so much from him. Oh, by the way, I've come up with an idea for Chapter 23. Let's call it Gabriel's Revenge.
What?
We're going to call Chapter 23 Gabriel's Revenge.
Gabriel's Revenge?
Yes, you know, a chapter title. After all, it is really Gabriel Sanmartini's chapter.
But we haven't titled any of the other chapters.
Yes, I know, but I thought we might break the rules.
No, let's just call it Chapter 23.
Don't you just want to break the rules sometimes?
The rules are there for a reason. What is that?
It sounds like gunfire.
No. It's fireworks.
I am so sorry.
I want you to remember tonight for the rest of your life. You know, I spent all day getting everything together. I dragged the lawn chairs out of the attic. made tuna fish sandwiches.
Look, I can explain, okay?
I don't want your explanations. Just get off my lawn.
Look, I said I'm sorry.
What were you doing tonight? Tell me what you were doing.
I was busy. I was writing.
I knew it. You're gonna have to decide what's more important. Stupid book or our friendship.
You know what your problem is? You're so bored and unhappy with yourself that this is what constitutes a relationship to you. This. I mean, Jesus, you're gonna have to do something with yourself.
Oh, what, like you? The magic boy who has it all figured out?
Hey, I know where I'm going. I'm doing something. I mean, this writing thing is really gonna pay off. You're so petty. I mean, I don't know, you're gonna have to do something. See, like a grief counselor or a psychiatrist, just something.
Don't you tell me that. You can't tell me to get help. The whole neighborhood knows that your entire family is fucking insane. You're the one that needs a psychiatrist. John, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. Please, come back. Fine. Leave then. Don't come back. Never want to see you again.
Hello.
What are you doing?
It just so happens she does have herbal green tea.
What's going on here?
Well, truly exciting news, if ever I heard any. Miss Hopkins has a truly inspired idea for a novel, and she was just asking me what I thought of it.
You have an idea for a novel?
She does, and it's really quite good. And I was just about to ask you if you might collaborate on it with me.
Oh, would you? I hate to take your time up, but it would mean so much to me.
Oh, nonsense. John is in great shape on our other project.
And I'm sure it won't be a problem, would it, John?
I don't know, we're coming towards the end. I really might need your help.
Oh, well, I'm sure we can work out something.
He's not interested in your book,
How dare you? How dare you say something like that?
Look, I'm just trying to help you out, as a friend.
Well, I don't need your help.
I understand why you're doing this, okay? And I'm sorry for what I did, but can't we just, go back the way things were before?
You don't think I can do it.
What?
He told me people would be jealous of my gift. Well, I'm not going to listen. I am going to be a writer.
I think you just want attention.
You go to hell, John.
Wait, listen. I don't think you should be involved with this guy in any capacity. I still don't rule out the fact that this guy did something nefarious to my father.
She forgot a notebook. I suppose I'll give it to her later.
Andy has less than noble intentions with that girl. I mean, he's practically old enough to be her father. Look, all I'm asking for is for you to tell them that they can't come into the house anymore. You can't ignore me forever.
Heartland Justice, this is Bryan. Thank you for holding.
Yes, Bryan. I need some information on someone that was on your show.
Sir, if you cited one of our feature criminals, I can take down your information and report it to the authorities.
Look, here's the thing. I think I have someone living in my house that was featured on your show, but I missed some of the episode and I don't want to report anything until I find out more.
Sir, this line is for tip reporting only. We can't give out information. I might suggest that you visit our website where we have detailed information about all of our open cases. But if you'd like to report your sighting, we'll have a local law enforcement agency look into it.
No, that's fine.
Well, thank you, sir, and on behalf of the entire Heartland Justice team, stay safe.
Yeah, thanks.
Glad you stopped by. I've got some information.
He's making a move on your sister.
What'd you say?
Wait, what information?
You can wait. Who's making a move on my sister?
What's the information?
You tell me first.
No, you go.
Tell me who's making a move on my sister. Barlow.
Hold on, Doug. What were you going to say? I need that information, man.
Get out of my way, John.
Where are you going?
To see my sister. I looked up that book. The reason it sounded so familiar is because we have one in the Peabody collection. It's not old, but it's rare. And our Mr. Katanga has signed up to see it 3 times in the last 2 weeks. I think they're planning something.
Like what?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. Especially if my sister's mixed up in it. I gotta go.
How much do you know?
Nothing.
I would imagine he has you riding with him.
How did you know that?
You'd be surprised how much I do know.
I'm sorry, I don't think I follow.
Don't treat me like a fool. I can be a very dangerous man when properly motivated. I know he has you following me, right?
No, really, he does.
Shut up! Now you tell him. He can try to stop me, but no matter how hard he tries, he'll never be able to stop Renee Katanga.
I'll tell him.
Good. Listen, maybe you and I can make a deal. Barlow has something that belongs to me. You might just be the man to retrieve it.
What is it?
The manuscript.
I don't know where it is.
You know, you're a terrible liar.
Look, I can't get that.
Don't trifle with me. You better have that manuscript here at noon tomorrow, or I'll come looking for you.
Are you threatening me?
You're a smart boy. You figure it out. Oh, remember, stay out of my way, and there.
Why did you make me do that, John?
I didn't make you do that.
Yes, you did. I hate hurting the people I love. this?
It's a piece of paper.
Please don't make me angry. I know it's a piece of paper.
It's a newspaper article. They're after that book.
What book?
It says in the title, it's my brother's keeper. Barlow wants that book.
Who the hell would want to steal a book?
The author, that's who. Barlow wrote it under a pseudonym. He's been destroying copies ever since. There's only 3 left in the world, and our library has one of them.
I don't understand.
Help me up, I'll explain it. And after a stunning debut effort, 17-year-old phenom Eugene Ballard has all but disappeared from the New York literary scene. And along with him, the bulk of the copies of his first book, My Brother's Keeper. Several Manhattan booksellers have reported mysterious shortages. Representatives from the Carter Newcastle Publishing House blamed a low print run for what they deemed a rabid public interest.
So, Ballard is Barlow?
It's a pseudonym, or maybe Barlow's a pseudonym. This guy's been destroying copies of this book for 13 years now, and one of the last ones is in our public library.
But why would he kill our father?
The two aren't related, Albert. This guy had nothing to do with Dad.
Bullshit, John! If you can't find out how Dad fits into this whole mess, then I guess I'll have to. Thanks for nothing.
This you have to see.
I don't need you or my brother to protect me.
Goddamn day.
Johnny! How goes it, Kimosabi?
I know who you are.
I don't get it. Is this some kind of cosmic thing?
Eugene Ballard.
Bravo, Johnny. And how, may I ask, did you come up with this rather startling information?
Oh, I have a friend.
The librarian. We all have our little secrets, John.
Katanga?
We like to keep in touch.
Well, I know what you're up to, and I won't let you get away with it.
Oh my! Then we seem to have a problem.
I'm going to go to the police.
Now, rash thinking like that on the part of an inexperienced young man such as yourself could prove dangerous.
My brother and sister have all the evidence that we've gathered against you, and if they don't hear from me in 15 minutes, they're going to the cops.
I'm going to humor you in this matter, as much for my own satisfaction as yours. What is it you want from me?
Leave.
I'm going to be on my way tomorrow.
No, right now.
That's not going to happen.
It's either you go now, or I go to the police.
I like you, John. You remind me of me when I was your age. And it is because of this fondness that I'm going to play devil's advocate for a moment. Let's say you do have something on me, and you somehow manage to convince the police that there is a wanted felon in your house. How long do you think it will take before they come, guns waving, and drag me off to the county lockup? You see, because I have some experience in matters such as these, and I know precisely how long it will take before they come knocking on your front door. And I'm going to be honest with you, John. It's more than enough time for me to deal with you and your mother, then make my way down the block to pay a visit to our mutual friend. So here's what we're going to do. We are never going to speak of what we just talked about. We are going to pretend that everything is copacetic between us. And then you and your brother and your sister and all your little friends at the library are going to leave Mr. Katanga and I to our own devices until tomorrow, at which time, if all goes well, we will be out of your hair for good. Do and we understand one another.
Please, you gotta listen to me. He threatened to kill you.
I'm giving you to the count.
Just look at this paper.
1.
Okay, fine.
2.
I said I'm leaving.
Hey, get in.
How long are we gonna sit here?
How many times are you gonna ask me that question?
Well, if you just tell me what the plan is.
I have no plan.
What? Then why are we just sitting here? We should be doing.
All right. If you really need to know, my plan is to... Hang on. There she is.
What is she doing?
She's leaving. That's all we care about.
Where are you going?
Open it!
Tell me what the plan is.
We're going to unlock the door and then call the police.
Why unlock the door?
Just do it. Say you'll do it.
Okay, God.
Try to keep quiet in case we hear.
So, this is the kind of fight it's going to be. It's always nice to know in advance. Now, I must remind you both that I did spend 6 years at Longbow Federal Penitentiary, which is no cakewalk. So, if you want to change your mind, the door is always an option. Oh! 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 Ha! Oh! Bravo, John. I didn't think you had it in you. How sad you had to get your brother to do it. Here's another lesson for you. When you get someone to do your dirty work, make sure they're qualified. I'm afraid your brother wasn't up to the task.
Good work. Get the rope.
I demand to know what's going on.
So, how do you like your room?
What?
The room at the end of the hall. It used to be mine when I lived here. I was just wondering how you liked it.
And don't play with him. Just tell us where.
Wait.
John, I demand that you end this nonsense immediately.
Oh.
Now that I have your attention. Now, we already know everything. All we need you to do is say it.
I assure you, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't like it when people lie.
If you think this is intimidating me, you're sorely mistaken. I demand you set me loose this instant.
What did you do to my father?
Set me loose!
Turn around.
What?
If this is the way you want to play, fine by me. Help me.
You know, I've changed my mind. I don't think we should be doing this anymore.
Don't say things like that in front of him. Don't you remember what I said about solidarity?
Is there another way?
What was that?
I thought you said Mom was gone.
Mom is gone. I saw her leave. Hold this. I'm gonna go check it out.
No, wait. What? Could you breathe?
No, I couldn't. You know, if something were to happen to me, you'd be an accessory.
Don't say things like that.
Oh, Katanga, thank God, man. These two bushwhacked me.
Where is the book?
What book?
Oh, you bastard, you've come to steal it.
I'll wager you know where the book is, my friend.
It's upstairs.
Then go get it.
Whoa. We'll give you the book. But first I want to know what you two did to my father.
Sorry, I don't know your father.
I've been trying to tell them. Your father was gone long before we showed up.
I'll get the book.
Oh, Jesus, John, don't give in so easily.
Look, I don't care about anymore, okay? These guys have nothing to do with Dad.
No book. He'll have to kill us first.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'll get the book!
Who cares about a stupid fucking book? What if these two killed our father?
Oh, thank God it's the police.
Shut up. It's not the police.
Well, maybe someone heard the shouting.
Well, obviously you know nothing about the authorities. Oh, please don't get...
Everyone, shut up. Put the rag in his mouth. We'll all go to the door.
Someone stole the book. Wait, is that Albert? Good to see you.
Good to see you too, but now's not a good time for visitors.
What's the matter with him? Yeah, Doug, we've actually got to get going. Will you excuse us, won't you?
No, I gotta get that book back. Is he here?
Doug, get out of here.
Why has he got a gun?
Playtime is over. I want that book.
Fine, I'll get it.
Go. And if you're not back down here in 30 seconds, I'll shoot your brother.
Sounds fair to me.
And by the way, while you're upstairs, I want your manuscript as well.
I can't do that.
Go.
Look, you can have the book. I mean, that's not my concern, but the manuscript doesn't belong to you. If you need to shoot my brother, then you're just gonna have to go ahead and do it.
Yeah. You're just gonna have to shoot.
I'll go get the book.
No, don't test me. He goes, or...
That manuscript is the single most important thing I've done in my entire life, and I will not just voluntarily give it up.
Have it your way.
What happened?
Damn
so I'm gonna go after him.
I'll call the police. Hello? No, it's Albert. He's in pain. Look, I gotta go. It's not what it looks like.
April? Johnny? Is that you? Good to see you, son. Come on in.
You're not dead.
You know where your sister keeps the aspirin? I looked all over.
Where have you been? We've been worried.
Well, Slugger, I've been meaning to talk to you and your brother and sister about this. Your mother and I are getting a divorce. Now, you're not angry, are you? We want to make sure we don't hurt you kids.
When did you two decide this? We've been looking for you.
Well, your mother, she seems to see things a little bit different than I do, and...
You haven't told her.
Every day for the past 23 years, I've been telling her I want a divorce. And all she says is no. God knows I tried to live with that woman. But a man can only take so much. So, the other morning, I got up, got dressed for work, kissed her on the cheek, and drove straight to the airport.
You got on a plane?
Well, no. I mean, those airports can be pretty overwhelming. I mean, the choices. I didn't know what to do or where to go, so I got a room at the Courtesy Inn.
That's where you've been this whole time, at the airport.
Well, I was thinking, John, I'm not very good at making decisions, and I ran out of money.
This whole time, you've been across town. We could have used you, Dad. I came home for this. There's men living in our house that had a gun to...
Whoa, Slugger. I just can't go back over there.
Where's April?
April? There was some kind of emergency at your mother's house. She had to leave.
I gotta leave.
Wait, son. John, wait. I gotta ask you a question. Could I possibly borrow a few $100s?
I disappeared into the night, but not before my father begged me for several $100, capital to finance his further adventures. I had to turn him down. I walked the streets for the remainder of the night, restless and confused. Had this entire ordeal been a futile pursuit? Had I risked life and limb for nothing? Just before dawn, I had an epiphany. Upon my return home, I stayed only long enough to gather my things. In the weeks and months that followed through correspondence with my sister, I learned that my father returned home not 2 weeks later. He had been living in the streets, eating out of trash cans, and sleeping in dumpsters. My brother remained home until his arm had healed, and then another 3 months to regain his strength. and is currently staying an additional 6 months while he ponders the next step in his military career. My sister joined him, purely to provide moral support, or so she claims. She has invited me to Thanksgiving this year and to stay a while for Christmas. She reminded me that they have plenty of room. I don't think I'll make it this year. Doug did catch up with Katanga, but he was less successful in explaining the situation to the 2 police officers that responded to the disturbance. He spent 2 nights in jail, but the whole experience gave him some welcome street cred with some of the more veteran librarians. I have not spoken to Marcy since that panicked night on the front step of her house, but I did send her a package last fall. I have no way of knowing, but I can imagine that she approved. The only sign of Barlow was the loose tangle of ropes still tied to the empty chair. I can only guess that in the ensuing confusion, he slipped away unnoticed. I don't know where he is, but I like to think that he's finished his novel and is contemplating his return to the literary world. But, for now, his part in my story is played out. His mark had been made. His significance recognized. I guess I'll take some questions. Yes.
I just wanted to say that this is such a vibrant work. Some of the character moments are so subtle and textured. I was wondering how much of this is based on personal experience.
Thank you. It's almost all fictional. I have a pretty vivid imagination.
I have a question.
Yes?
I was wondering, what's next for John W. Curtan?
Well, I was considering several options, really, but I was thinking of something light, like maybe a comedy.
I can't wait.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just wondering what advice you might have for an aspiring author.
Isn't anybody home in here? It's getting cold and I just don't.
Advice. Most people say you should write what you know. And, I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that it's a great way to ground your characters in reality. It's by no means the only way to write a story. But I like to do it that way.
All of you people can't get along anymore. 'Cause falling down ain't so hard to do. Your only crutch is a bottle of brew. So I'm gonna find something else to do. Yeah. 'Cause if I ever was to say to you all them things that you wanted me to, then I'd have to find something else to do. Yeah. So I'm gonna stand here by your fire, 'cause it's a cold one tonight. I'm taking care of soul fight, and you're the reason why I don't.
Go down.
Hey, Sailor.
And whenever you're ready, Dan, go.
Go take
Where's Barlow? He's upstairs. Why?
Okay, hang on. You gotta open the door wider.
The door.
Did you really?
You hit yourself at the door?
Yeah, wait.
You didn't see it.
1214 Elmhurst. There it is.
I don't have any money.
Go. And if you don't come back down in 30 minutes, seconds,
I'll take my time.
This arm?
Whichever arm you want to do.
Ah! Dear God!
Is that the cat?
I think so. I don't know.
To your left. To your left, right here.
Do you want me to move?
No, shake. Your left shake.
Oh.
Okay, good. That.
Right here?
You're making it. Okay, that's good.
Raise your hand if you have a film degree.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
How long has it been since you were over here? How long has it been since you were
I can watch you break. You're just like you're like a little egg. It's like a little egg. You can just see him crack.
It's just like slowly stripping off.
I can't get that for you.
Shut up. Man, I almost like that word.
Where's that word?
You turn my world, you precious thing. You starve and near exhaust me.
After a word from our sponsors, Alfredo Garcia Fine Wines and Liquors. Alfredo Garcia. It sounds like a cigar, but it's a fucking drink.
Are you gonna read your line?
Alright,
You do really good, Tiffany.
fair enough.
There are not many actresses that would put up with that. What is that?
Very well then. Katanga will help you carry her to her.
Try it again. Okay, so pull back. And react. What is that? No, I'm like you're mad. Like you're mad.
Playtime is over. I want that book.
Fine, I'll get it.
Go.
I can't.
He said playtime is over.
I know.
Suggest two things. First of all, you're both wearing glasses, so I suggest sort of a
Familial connection.
yeah, familiar. That's a good word, familiar connection. And the other thing that it does is I always see because everyone is watching it, but you know.
I just keep confusing the lines. No, I feel like an idiot.
Everyone's totally cool. Nobody's like upset or frustrated or anything like that. Say it. Just keep that. Just God damn it! I got somewhere I gotta go. Right. Yeah. So I'll give you 3 more takes, and if not, Chuck breaks your hand.
Okay.
No pressure there.